Recording in progress.
All right, we are recording now. And Fran is feeling better today, and I'm so happy about that. But just like anyone, take care of yourselves. You know what's going on with your body today. You know, I've been moving things. My back's a little wonky right now myself, so I just have to not pick up heavy things for the next couple of weeks. And that's just, you know, that's okay. I can still function and so forth. So to start this class, I'm just going to read you part of this piece of paper. We're doing 40 Days to Personal Revolution through the Baptiste Institute. Baptiste Yoga is the style of yoga that we have in our studio, have at Savannah Power Yoga, and is taught, the Spry version is taught at the community centers in Savannah. So this week is the third week, and it's about equanimity. And equanimity is balance. And if you think of balance, it's easeful. When you're unbalanced, that's very uneaseful, right? So we're seeking balance not only when we're standing in postures, but in our daily life. So I'm just going to read this. It's not much. As an important stage in our human evolution, we developed the capacity to use our brains to predict things. This predictive function of our brains allowed our ancestors to survive harsh and unforgiving environments. So often, we forgo ease. In our modern and sometimes harsh and unforgiving environments, we prevent ourselves from satisfaction simply because we focus on what we don't want instead of what we do want, right? We live maybe in a fear-based place of, I really don't want this thing to happen, so we focus all of our attention and energy on avoiding what we don't want instead of putting energy into areas of what we do want. If we focus on various outcomes and obsess over the right move and job opportunities, life choices can take us out of the present moment. This creates repetitive thought patterns. How many times have you played out a conversation in advance, me, or stayed awake planning the next day only at the cost of much needed rest? Yoga and meditation support us into the present moment and satisfaction, where through mindfulness, contentment and ease can be achieved moment to moment. The quality of moving through life with ease is a choice. I'll say that again. The quality of moving through life with ease is a choice. Think of it as something that is happening all the time and requires only that you slow down and accept the moment and breathe no matter what is happening. So I'm going to invite you into an easeful practice, moment to moment, breath by breath. And luckily, Fran is a past master at easeful practice. Remember, ease is a choice. So let's get started. Sitting in your chair, sit up tall. And take this moment to let your hands rest, close your eyes, and take a big breath in. Sigh it away. Let's do that again. Big breath in. Feel your chest lift. And easefully sigh it away. With your eyes sealed, focus on your natural breath for a few rounds. Follow the air in your nose, down your throat, into your right lung and left lung, and then follow the air back out again. Your natural breath is really the definition of easeful. It's moment to moment. It happens without effort. That's a powerful thing happening in your body. We are truly wonderfully made. And we can harness the energy of breath and use it to transfer that ease throughout our whole body, through our practice, out into our lives. So let's do it again. Take a big breath in. Sigh it away easily. And then seal your lips. Start your Ujjayi, victorious, easeful breath. So steady inhales and exhales of the same length through your nose. Just focus on creating that. Maybe it's a 4 count on either side of your breath. And now tighten the whispering muscles of your throat so that you can feel your breath moving more intently, and it creates some sound. The sound being a pillar, an anchor for the entire practice. So you have the support you need to be easeful. And let's move together. Hands down by your side, palms forward. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, reach your arms out and up to the top. Exhale, press your arms out and down. A big arc. Inhale, lift easefully, fingers reach over your head. Exhale, press out and down. Inhale, moment to lift up. And moment to reach out and down. Good. All right, keep your arms down by your side. Then plant your hands on your legs. Big breath in. And exhale, lower your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Come to center. Right ear to right shoulder. Inhale to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, chin to chest and pause. You can trace your collarbones with your chin line. It might make a big smiley face on your chest, right? If you had a marker, a Sharpie, maybe that little half smile of contentment. And then pause in the center, lift your chin parallel to the earth and shrug your shoulders up tight. Squeeze up, activate your upper shoulders, and exhale, gently lower down. Control everything. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, lift. And roll your shoulders back and down. Palms, shine them forward. All right. Keep your right hand down, lift your left arm high above your head. Stay upright. Feel your feet press into the floor. Feel your core pull in. Big breath in. Exhale, lean over toward the right. Or to the opposite side, yeah. Hopefully it's to the right. And come back through center. Lower your arm and go to the other side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach over, long side body. And then lower your hand. Switch sides. Reach high, press down, and reach over. Come through center. Lower your hand, reach high with the other hand. Press down and reach over. Good. Come through center, hands down. Awesome. Bring your hands in front of you. Clasp your fingers and press your palms forward. So you're going to press them long forward, really good, like a knuckle cracker. And then keep your hands where they are and simply pull them into your chest. Press them forward and lift them high. Up over your head. Good. Take them back forward. Pull them into your chest, shoulder blades towards your spine. Press forward. Lift them high. One more round, lower parallel to the earth. Pull the backs of your hands towards your chest bone. Press your palms forward and lift your arms high. And then release your fingers, let your arms float down by your side. All right, moving into the hip joints. So hands can be anywhere, on your hips, on your legs, wherever feels good. Ground down through your left foot. Use your right hand to lift your right knee up. Flex your lifted foot. All right, knee circles. Start to move in the hip joint. The knee being one end of the lever. Moving in circles that make you feel good, that bring you power, maybe a little smile to your face. Good. Stop and go the other way. I see that, Mary Kay, a little laugh. And then stop. Keep your knee right at center and inhale, open your knee out to the side like we do when we're standing, but we're going to do it seated. And then bring your knee back to center. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Stay lifted. And exhale, plant your foot down. Take whatever movement feels good. All right, yeah, Fran's giving it a little love tap. Other side, ground down through your right foot. Use your left hand to help lift your left knee up. You can hold your knee or under your thigh. Get tall, belly to spine, and start circling your knee out to the side. Mindfully. Ease is an option here. You don't have to overdo. You just have to show up for yourself. And you are definitely worth it. And then stop in the center, go the opposite way. And then stop in the center. Ground down through your grounded foot. Inhale, open your left knee out to the side. And exhale, close. Inhale, open. Good. And close. One more time. Open wide. Bring it back to center. Stay lifted. And lower your foot. Step it out. Whew. Good. All right, let's do a leg stretch. I've sort of modified this a little bit from what we normally do, and I like it. So we'll try it out. I'll get your feedback. Extend your right leg forward. Keep your heel on the mat for this. It's going to be flex and point, but we're going to hold it in the flex and hold it in the point a little longer than we usually do. So flex your toes back towards your face, keeping your heel on the mat. So you press your heel forward a lot. Draw your toes towards your face a lot. Feel the stretch underneath your calf or in your calf muscle. And now point your toes and hold it long through the top of your foot. See how far you can reach your toes away from your face. And now flex your toes towards your face and hold it. Being okay with staying in the stretch. And now point your toes long. Feel the stretch across the top of your feet from your ankle down to each toe. And flex. Press, press, press through your heel bone. And point, point, point through your toes. And then bring your foot back to where your other foot is. Notice the sensation, the difference between the right and the left foot before you move your left. And then extend your left foot forward, heel to the mat. Flex your toes back toward your face and hold it there. Yeah. And each time we do this, see if the calf muscle loosens up even more. And now point your toes. Stretch across the top of your left foot. More time and space for the ligaments and tendons to react. And flex your toes back towards your face. Stretch your Achilles tendon running right at behind your ankle. And point your toes. Stretch out through the longest toenail. And flex your foot one more time. Point your toes to their longest. And then move your left foot back to where your right foot is, next to it, and notice the sensations between the two sides. Your feet might be awake now, so we can do chair to high mountain chair hover pose. So set yourself up for success. Scooch with your back away from the chair, feet parallel. You're welcome to look down and see that all 10 toes are facing 12 o'clock. Engage your core. Bring your hands down by your side, palms shine forward. Inhale, high mountain pose. Exhale, rock forward, press and rise tall. Hands to heart center. All right, while you're standing here, have a sense of lifting your kneecaps. Now use your quads, your upper leg muscles to squeeze up. Yeah, and step back. Make sure you're touching the chair with the back of your calves. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair hover. Continue to squeeze your quads toward the femur bones. So strong. And exhale, sit in your chair, hands at heart center. All right. Activate your leg muscles. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, rock forward, press and rise. Hands to heart center. Lift your kneecaps. Step back so you can touch your chair. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, chair hover pose. Listen, inhale, high mountain. Exhale, chair hover pose. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, chair hover pose. You guys rock. Sit in your chair, hands at heart center. Whew, that woke up your quads now. This time we'll stay standing. Inhale, high mountain pose. Exhale, press down, pull in to rise with ease. Hands to heart center, soft gaze to your fingers. Good. Are y'all starting to warm up a little bit? Whew, all right. Bring the chair so that it's in front of you. The high part of the chair is in front of you. The tall back of the chair. Make sure your chair is fully on a mat or on a surface where you won't slide. Like if you're at home, you can put the seat up against some furniture so it's not going to go anywhere. Really good. All right, let's do some toe raises. So Fran, this is going to be a stair stepper type thing we do. So holding onto the chair, drishti forward, rise up on your toe mounds. Like tiptoes, like you're trying to sneak into the kitchen for another chocolate chip cookie. And exhale, lower down. That would have been me when I was a kid. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, and lower all the way. All right, lift up, stay up, and bend your right knee. Let your left heel come to a hover. If you've ever done a stair stepper machine, you know what I'm talking about. Then both heels are high. Bend your left knee, lower your right heel to a hover. And continue to alternate stair stepper style. You got it. You're building strength all along the base. Fran's trying to demo. Really good. Yeah, those pants are something else, girl. And just keep going. You're climbing a mountain. Just imagine you're in the mountains of North Carolina, all the birds singing, and you're climbing up that path. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's go do yoga in the mountains, Fran. Take one more round. And then rise up high, 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 your highest self. Your feet are nice and warmed up now. And lower your heels to the mat. Step it out. Whew. I'm all stretched out. I did it right along with you. Okay. Crescent lunge. Hands on the chair. I like to come pretty close. Keep your right foot forward. Maybe tuck it underneath the chair slightly. And step your left foot back. All right. Bend your front knee toward 90 degrees, and maybe you want to move your back foot farther back. Notice how Fran's making some subtle adjustments. I do that all the time. And then find that place where the crown of your head is right over the split in your legs. Yeah, and bend your front knee toward 90 degrees. Good. All right. Sandra's ready. Lift one or both arms high, crescent lunge. Yeah, how about a little half smile? Y'all look great. Aren't y'all glad it's almost spring? It is spring. All right, we're gonna take a twist. So I've got to do it myself so I remember how to do it. Bring your left hand to the top of the chair and take your right arm behind you and look back. So you're gonna be looking back over the leg that's bent. I mean, that's the same side. Does that make sense? And then come back through center, right arm high, left arm high. And then hands to the chair, step your left foot in, shake it out. Whew, good work. Aren't you glad we've got another side to play with? All right, from a place of ease and a little bit of effort, keep your left foot forward. Step your right foot back, holding onto the chair. Maybe you hop it back farther. With your soft gaze forward, bend your front knee toward 90 degrees. It could be much less than 90 degrees too. Do what feels good. And then lift one or both arms up high. Crescent lunge. All right. Bring your right hand to the chair and take your left arm back behind you. Soft gaze anywhere from in front to the sidewall or back to your extended fingers. What works best in you today? What creates some ease? Knowing that ease is always a choice. Nice, Anne. And then come back to center. And then hands to the chair. Hop your back foot in and step it out. That was amazing. Hopefully that felt good. Feels good when I do it. Hope that you have the same reaction. All right, turn so that your left hip is closest to the chair. Maybe that means you rotate the other way. Fran's got it all set up. We'll do a little more balancing, and in the yoga practice, the balancing section is all about equanimity, right? Ground down through your left foot, lift your right knee up. You can hold the chair or not. Hands on your hips, one hand on your hip, lots of options. And now simply lower your foot to a hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover your knee, belly to spine. Your foot, belly to spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower your heel to a hover. One more time, lift up, squeeze up, and lower your foot down. I'm going to stay on this side for tree pose. Slide your right toes out to the side and draw your heel bone, your right heel bone, towards your left ankle bone. Kickstand tree. If your practice is such that you use your calf, you can slide your right foot up into your left calf muscle. Up to you. And then grow your tree. Lift one or both arms up. Maybe your tree is waving in the breeze. That's fine too. Maybe even seek out a little bit of wobble. Breathe. Ease in your breath. One more big breath in. And lower your foot, hands to heart center. Nice. All right. So let's do the other side. So you can rotate or bring the chair to your right hip, outside your right hip. Always reestablish your true north alignment, feet parallel, joints stacked, and ground down through your right foot. You can hold the chair or not and lift your left knee up. Flex your lifted foot. This is hip flexor work. So exhale, lower your foot to a hover. Inhale, lift, belly to spine. Exhale, lower, hover. Inhale, lift. Focus on the lifting of your leg. What does that feel like? And lower to a hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Lift up. Hold it up as high as you can. You're strong. And lower your foot all the way to the mat. Step it out. Tree pose. Yeah, give it a little pop on the hips. Slide your left foot out to the side. You can hold the chair or not. And draw your left heel bone towards your right ankle bones. Kickstand. Stay here, or maybe move your foot up into your inner calf. Wherever you are, easily grow your tree. Tap into your deep breath the way Anne is. I have 2 Anns, so I get away with 2 saying it, and I get 2 bonus points. Now, be okay with wobble. If your foot comes down, that is actually, we like to see that you're growing, that you're finding your edge in an easeful way. And then lower your foot, hands to heart center, relax, breathe. All right, turn the chair around. I think it's on your right hip, is it not, Fran? All right, so turn the chair around, take a wide-legged stance. And wide-legged is very individual. So find what's comfortable, what's easeful, and still has a little effort. Maybe if you like always go to the same 2 spots on your mat, maybe walk your farther foot out just a smidge. And now turn your right toes to face under the chair. All right, keep your hands on your hips so your torso is facing away from the chair. And let's just bend the front knee toward 90 degrees and straighten. Feel your back foot press down to help you push your front knee toward the chair and straighten. And just do that a couple more times, creating the strength in your legs, the foundation of your core to the floor, and then come front knee toward 90 degrees. Now take your arms out, warrior 2. Building the pose from the ground. And since you have that wonderful movement already built in, straighten your front knee, lift both arms up, touch your fingers together. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale, straighten and lift. Warrior 2. One more time. Lift up. Warrior 2. Pause. soft gaze over your fingers, creating space and ease here. Triangle, straighten your front knee, reach into the space in front of you to land your hand, and swoop your left arm open, or bring your hand to your side body or behind your back. Yeah, sometimes I like to bend my elbow. It helps me to open up. It helps steer my chest open to the ceiling. Really nice. And then everyone, drishti to the seat, press down, rise up. Turn all 10 toes to face the same direction. Let's do a bind here. It's going to be our only forward fold. Hold hands with yourself behind your back. Press your knuckles to the floor. So when I do that, my belly sticks out. So pull your belly in. Lift your pubic bone and tuck your tail. Press down, lift your chest. Maybe you stay upright, pressing your thoracic spine deep in your body. Maybe you fold halfway or a third of the way toward the floor. Remember, you have a bind, so honor that. Wherever you are, stretch the crown of your head away from your tailbone. I like a little soft bend in my knees so I don't topple over. Crown of your head away from your tailbone. One more breath. And then ground down, pull in, rise to center if you folded. Release your bind and walk your feet together a little bit. Other side, warrior series. So move the chair to your left hip or simply turn around. Create a wide-legged stance. I always look down at my feet, y'all. Don't be afraid to look at where your body is in space. It's very informative. If you want to know, y'all see yourselves on your screens if you made yourself big. It makes it easier to see, oh, what is my alignment? All right, hands to your hips, turn your left toes to face the chair. Wake up your back foot. So yesterday I taught ground down through the blade edge of your back foot so your arch lifts, and now bend your front knee toward the chair and then straighten. And bend and straighten. Each time get stronger in your core and in your foundation, just working in and out of the legs. And then settle in, front knee bent, arms in a T, warrior two. So now you have your firm foundation. Really good drishtis, y'all. Focus on this pose moment to moment. Not any poses we did before, nothing to come in the future, just right now. This is the only pose that matters. Triangle, straighten your front knee, reach forward, land your hand, and swoop your right arm open. Maybe your arm stays high, or bend your elbow, bring your hand to your hip, or hand behind the small of your back. Wherever you are, find your easeful drishti. Deepen your breath and soften your gaze. And then press down, rise to center. Turn all 10 toes to face the same direction. Walk your feet in a little bit for Qigong, empty coat sleeves. Easefully allow your torso to rotate and swing your arms. This may not be good for Fran's back, so I can do it from my screen. You can be as vigorous or as easeful as you need to be based on your body. Maybe a little half smile here. I don't know if the sun is shining in Savannah, but we're seeing peaks of blue sky today. It's been very nice. Still a little bit cloudy, but I'm happy. And then let your arms swing gentler and more gently. until you are still. Cast your eyes to the floor or close your eyes completely and feel what you feel. Now open your eyes, turn and face your chair for tabletop. Tabletop, your hands are on the other side of the chair and your spine is flat. Stay here for a moment. Maybe you walk your feet back so that your hips and knees and ankles are in alignment right over one another. Feel the crown of your head reaching forward, your tailbone back. Bird dog on the right. Extend your right foot behind you. Let your toes touch for a moment to get your hip in alignment. And then if it's possible, lift your leg parallel to the earth. You can stay here or extend your left arm forward like you're shaking my hand. I can shake Sandra's hand right now. You can keep both hands on the chair the whole time. Feel the length from your heel bone through the crown of your head and then through your extended fingers. One more breath. Lower your hand, lower your foot, stay in tabletop. Bird dog on the left toes back. Align your hip bones and lift your leg parallel, belly to spine to help you lift your leg. Right arm forward like you're shaking my hand. Good. Or both hands on the chair, completely available. Pull your belly in some more to help you lengthen your spine. Support your spine. And then lower your hand, lower your foot. Come to stand, hands at heart center. Well, this is a spinal balance pose, so it's really good for developing balance and ease through your whole practice. So hands to the chair again, we'll add in some movement. Extend your right leg behind you. Lift it parallel to the earth. Stay with both hands on the chair or left hand forward. And exhale, draw elbow and knee together or knee to chest if you're holding the chair. Inhale, lengthen. Fran, you look amazing. Exhale, pull in, shorten the distance. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shorten and hold in for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, expand. Lower your hand, lower your foot. Press down, hands at heart center. So when you're doing this, imagine all the little muscles on your spine. Hands to the chair, round to left side, left foot back. Engage your core to lift your left leg parallel. Right hand forward. Feel the line of your spine running not just from the base of your spine, but through your heel bone and through your fingers up front. Take a breath in. Exhale, draw elbow and knee together or knee to chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull in tight. Good, Lois. Lengthen. Pull in tight and hold for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen. I hope I did 3 times. I think I did. Hand down, foot down. Come to stand, hands at heart center. Really good. All right, down dog plank flow from tabletop. Step your feet back. I like to go a little wider than my normal stance. I feel more grounded that way, but you decide. Feet are fully flush on the floor, on the mat. Press your hips back, downward facing dog. So feel the length along your spine, under your arms, even through your legs, from your hips to your heel bones. Belly to spine, inhale, plank, long and strong. So those lines then change direction. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, draw your chest through your arms. Good. down dog. One more time, plank pose to pause and reflect. Draw ease in here, and then downward facing dog. Look forward, step towards your chair, come to stand, hands at heart center. All right. At this point, we're going to do some standing vinyasa, and then if you want to stay for mat, you're welcome to. I can talk you through using your chair to come to the mat, and we'll do some mat work. But come to stand in the middle of your mat, hands down by your side. Yeah, if you're staying, you want to move your chair off of the mat. Good. Mountain pose. Look down at your toes, 12 o'clock. Lift your kneecaps, so draw muscle to bone in your hip area, in your upper leg area. Lift your pubic bone, tuck your tail. Shine your palms forward, so open through your shoulders. Yeah. Chin parallel. Now, the hardest part of this pose is that little half smile. All right, let's flow. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lower, keeping all of those components in place. Inhale, lift, maybe your soft gaze goes up. Exhale, lower. One more time, lift up and bring your arms down by your side. All right, if you're staying, we'll be coming to the mat. If you're leaving, thank you for being here. Namaste. Otherwise, stay in mountain pose. All right, coming down to the mat. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, draw your hands through heart center and then down to your shins. Do you remember bird dog, long spine? Same thing. Soften your knees, plant your hands, come down onto the mat for downward facing dog. And speak of dogs, we have Stosh. Maybe he'll demo a down dog. All right. Rock into plank, everyone knees down. Downward facing dog. Rock into plank, knees down. Downward facing dog. One more time, rock into plank, knees down. Stay down and lower your chest all the way to the mat. Lee, I know you take child's pose, or you can go ahead and come onto your back. We're just going to do 2 belly down back bends. My favorite being Sphinx pose. So, come up on your elbows, elbows right underneath your shoulders. And don't press anything down extraordinarily. Stay in ease, just rest down. Feel gravity pulling you down through your hips, through your shins, through your toes. Just feel that and notice what's happening in your back. There's an automatic little back bend. So make sure your elbows are right under your shoulders, like you could put a book down underneath your face and be able to read. Just notice that. If you're really, really low to the floor, pull your elbows in more and more forward to lift you up. Really good adjustment, like you could read a book. You're holding the book open with your hands. Take a breath in. And now ground down through your pubic bone, the tops of your feet, and pull your elbows towards your waist like you're trying to drag yourself across the floor. Again, you can stay with no effort and just allow gravity to do the work, or you can add in some effort and open up in your back a little bit or a lot. Breathe, deep breaths. Take a breath in. And belly to spine, crocodile pose. Cross your hands and let your head rest on the tops of your palms. Tops of your hands. Right, let's do one locust pose. Arms down by your side, palms down. I like to go ahead and pull my shoulders, my shoulder blades toward my spine. Engage your core, scoop your pubic bone, and lift everything away from the earth. Fly. So your arms lift, your legs lift, your chest lifts 2 or 3 inches, but keep your gaze down. Good. Really good, Sandra. I can see Sandra. I know you, the rest of you are doing amazing things down there. And exhale, lower down. Bend your knees and let them sway from side to side. So we put a lot of emphasis on spinal health, because we all know one of the major things that takes people to the doctor is my back hurts. All right, you can stay flat on the floor, extend an arm forward and flip over, or you can use your hands to press into tabletop and swing your body around onto the floor. You get to decide. What is the most easeful thing, the most effective thing, the thing that is open to you today? Different from yesterday, different from tomorrow, because moment to moment, right? All right, bend your knees. And just like Sphinx pose, bring your knees over your ankle bones. So bend your knees, plant your feet. You might be able to touch your ankles with your fingertips. Sometimes that's not available, but you know, it's toward that. Snuggle your shoulders under your back and press down and lift up. Bridge pose. So in bridge, you're using the long bones in your lower legs to help lift your hips up to the ceiling. Press through your upper back, the back of your head, and your feet to lift you higher. And exhale, lower down. So let's add on arms. Ground down, lift your hips up, and let your arms rotate up to the ceiling and back, touch whatever's behind you. I saw fingertips on Lois's screen. Exhale, lower everything back down. Hands beside your body, feet to the floor, or hips to the floor. Inhale, reach up, lift your hips, open your side body. Exhale, lower everything to the floor. One more round. Reach up, stretch out, kneecaps to fingertips. Exhale, lower down. All right. That's enough bridge, but we are going to try to stretch the lower spine here. So keeping your knees bent, feet planted, press the small of your back down into the mat. So it's just that little curvature of the spine near your lumbar spine. Keep pressing it into the floor. And then just simply relax. The curve will reappear. Exhale, press it down into the floor, belly to spine. Press, press, press. And relax. One more time. Press the small of your back down. Press, press, press. And relax. Whew. Let your knees sway from side to side. Or pull your knees in and rock from side to side. Good. All right. Spry Yogi bicycles. So, for Spry Yogi bicycles, you'll bring your shins parallel to the earth. You keep your hands on the floor. And you'll simply start taking your right heel forward, keep your left knee where it is, and switch. Yeah, like you're on a bike and you're pedaling. And you know, when one foot goes down, the other one comes high, and switch. Feel your core engage. And I will tell you the secret, going slow, you get more core work in. Be kind to yourself. Ease in the moment. And then lower your feet, rock your knees from side to side, if that feels good. All right, figure 4. Bring your right foot to the top of your left knee, like you're sitting in a chair. Yeah, right foot to the top of your left knee. Use your hand to press your right knee away from your body. Now, this might be enough stretch. Or if you have a block, if it's easier to use a block like Fran is, that's perfect too. If you want more, you can thread the needle. Use both hands to pull your left thigh in towards your chest. And you'll find out very quickly, was this something I needed, or I can always go back to the original pose. So we always build from the most essential up the continuum until you've reached that edge where it's like, you know, I think I'm going to stay one step back for today. You're still getting a great hip opener here. And then very gently, if you're using a prop, set it aside. Take your right foot to the floor and switch sides. Left foot to the top of your right knee. Get set up, and maybe you take your your left hand and a prop to press your left knee away. Still in Ujjayi breath. You can actually let it deepen into some belly breath, allowing your diaphragm to lift your abdomen slightly. And stay with your breath, because that's where the flow is right now. There are little micro changes in your muscles during a stretch, and the breath flowing in your body gives you the peace and calm and ease to be in the pose. Maybe you bind your leg, drawing your right thigh in with both hands, maybe not. And then very carefully remove any props, lower your left foot to the mat. Take your feet as wide as your mat with your knees bent. And very slowly move your knees from side to side. Go slow. Don't want to jar your spine. And then let your knees go to the right. Take your arms in a T or cactus arms and look to the left. Let's just stay with both feet on the floor for this time. Breathe space into your spinal column. And when I mean space, is relaxation of the joints and ligaments that keep your spine strong. And then belly to spine, come through center and let your knees go over to the left. Look to the right. Deep breaths to remain calm and centered. And then come back through center. happy baby pose. Thread your hands between your legs or take elevated cobbler. If you're taking happy baby, you can bind your shins or your feet. Work on keeping your tailbone down. You can be still or rock from side to side. And then stretch out long on your mat. Shavasana. A moment to rest and refresh. And allow your body to synthesize all that you just did. I'll let you know when it's time to move again. The quality of moving through life with ease is a choice. Think of it as something that is happening all the time and requires only that you slow down and accept the moment and breathe no matter what is happening. Ease is a choice. Take a big breath in. Sigh it away and start to return movement to your body. Slow and easeful. Maybe stretch long. Focus on the length in your spine as you reach out one direction and another. And then draw your knees towards your chest. Roll over to the right or whichever side is most easeful for you. Rest for a moment more. And press into your hands, come to a seat, hands at heart center. Feel the length of your spine from the tailbone through the crown of your head. And we'll seal class with an Om. Take a breath in. Release. Breathe in for an easeful Om. palms to forehead center. May you be happy. May you be healthy, and may you live your life with ease. Together we bow and say namaste. That was a beautiful class, y'all. Happy to have been with you today, and especially Miss Frenessa. You're welcome to unmute. I'm going to go ahead and